Once called Carolina's Stadium, it now goes by Bank of America Stadium. Or more simply, the Vault, as we're here in Charlotte, North Carolina. Today, we have an NFC fighting storm between the Washington Commanders and the Carolina Panthers. Ryan Fitzgerald all set to get this one started. And off we go from Bank of America Stadium. His return starts at the 5. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Here we go. Ready.
From the gun, it's a give to Bigsby. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Set.
Pass play now. Throws there for Sky Moore. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. This is Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt in it for the first time. He's tackled there, so a nice start to a new set of downs, but let's see if they keep it. So let's examine this flag.
Come on, set, 6, left, red, 38, set.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did. I don't think there's any question about it. You could see right from the jump here, the point of emphasis with this coaching staff. Be active with your hands, not just one guy. All these guys are flying around and so actively, aggressively looking for that impact play.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. The Commanders ready for the punt. That is Jimmy Horn back deep for the Panthers. They needed 3 punts out of him in last week's loss as he sends this away.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
Ready.
Carolina offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Throwing off the play fake. Downfield, and he's got McMillan. He's at the 30. It's the 10. To the house. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. This is Ryan Fitzgerald on to try the extra point. And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10.
Ready. Ready.
They'll come out throwing. That's complete. Cole Kmet. And he has it right near midfield here. It's about a yard short. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's going to give the Commanders a first down.
Let's go.
Setting up to throw. Screen pass here for Krosky Merritt. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
All right, here we go. Second down.
Set, ready. Black. Set.
Dropping back to throw. Defender's there, and he forces the incompletion. Good play to bring about this third down.
I like that right there, Kate. Early in this game, show your cards. Double this guy. They know his ability, his reputation. Make somebody else beat you.
Set, ready.
Here he goes, third and long. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. They're out now, ready to punt it. Horn deep to return. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped.
Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Panthers look just about ready. First and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
They're going to throw here to begin the drive. It's reeled in by Jaden Reed. He manages to reach that 25-yard line before he's driven out. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another first and 10.
Get it.
First carry now for Jonathan Brooks. And he's going to be sent out of bounds just after he crosses the 35. They gain 11 on that play, and that's good for a Panthers first.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a first down, that's a bonus.
Gosh, this is Xavier Leggett. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Come on, come on. Set.
They'll go play action. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. Well, they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series. He's the one driving it.
On second down, it's Brooks. On the move, past the 40. Brooks has it knocked loose. Oh, and they get it back. The play's still live. And he didn't need much after making the recovery, did he? A step or two forward, and he gets him the first down anyway. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
Did not like what he was seeing, Bronson. He's just going to hurl this one away.
That's a veteran move right there by a rookie quarterback. You see so many rookies, we do, Kate, who try to play hero ball and force things in every single spot. But he's already wise enough to know how to throw it away.
Still 10 to go. It's second down now from the 26.
Ready. Viking 18. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Cup 19. Cup 19. Let's go.
Looking to throw here. Buys time, rolling right. He knocked it away again, and a couple of good reps in coverage have brought up third down.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
He has the Carolina touchdown. The Panthers take a 13-0 lead. It's a Sam Laporta touchdown. This is Fitzgerald trying to tack on the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And And the Panthers drive out to an early 14-0 lead.
14. Commanders, nothing.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff.
Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
Fields this one at the 3. He's stopped on the run back at the 27.
Washington will take over first and 10. They're on the 27.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10.
Down.
On the counter, Krosky Merritt. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. He's dropping back to throw. That's more of the catch out left. This is close, but I think they stopped him short, partner. Yep, the spot's at the 37. It's going to be third down.
It's a gain of 9. Makes it third and inches.
Set, ready. That's it. Mega. Yellow.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion.
Flag, red. Go, ready.
First give of the game, the LSU product. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. A gain of a lone yard, but Brock, that's all they needed. First down.
Kate, a fullback that gets you the hard yards. It gets you those first downs on third down. Not too much different than that 3 wood in my golf bag. Just something trusty about it when I really need it.
And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Washington first down.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Here we go. Here we go.
Going to the ground again on first. Like the turnaround these last 2 plays, huh? Nice gain on 1, and now they get him behind the line. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
And they're going to bring him down at the 36. That play good for 17 and a first down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
They won't snap it in time. That is going to be the end of the first quarter. The Panthers have taken the early lead. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Bank of America Stadium after this.
Ready.
Time now for the second quarter. Commanders in possession. They're looking at yet another first and 10 on this drive.
Set, cut.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Finds him over the middle. And they bring him down around the 34.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Here we go. Set, ready.
They're throwing it. He's got Jalen Lane. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. Coming to the line for another first and 10.
First down.
Down.
A gain of 16.
In the red zone on first.
First down, Commanders.
That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs. He was looking for Terry McLaurin. And it's going to be second down.
It leads to second and 10.
Come on. Set, cut, cut.
He's going to throw it again. Forces that one, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. Now that right there, that is rising to the occasion in the red zone, partner. Could have saved 3 points there, maybe twice that with that interception.
You know, these defenders, they're willing to bend and bend. These offenses are so good in this league, and they know how critical the red zone is. And when you get an interception like that, you just break. You break the will of that offense and the confidence, and those are big time. You're right. Put some points on the board for that defense with that effort.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass.
Ready, go!
From the gun, and give to Brooks. That's some room to work. And they take it across the goal line for a Carolina touchdown. The Panthers parlay the interception into points. It's a Jonathan Brooks touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Panthers stretch their lead to 21. Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. He's going to field this at the 2. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Commanders to the line now, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10.
Ready.
Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. He's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So 2nd down now after the incompletion.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
Throwing again on 2nd. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there'll be more interceptions. Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out, how in the heck do we turn this around?
He's got it at the 24. And he gets him a small chunk of yards there before he winds up out of bounds.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
A carry by Brooks to start the drive. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ready.
He'll work against the blitz. To the right and hauled in by Laporta. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. They get 6 and a 1st down as well.
There's no question. The greatest concern there was just getting the 1st down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open in the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
Throwing from the gun here. Escapes the pocket. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
Let's go.
Another throw here on 2nd down. That one falls incomplete, but our attention's still behind the line. He got cleaned after that throw and drew the instant flag.
Got it. Ready?
Roughing the passer on that last play, and that's always going to lead to an automatic 1st down. He's going to throw it. That one falls incomplete, but our attention's still behind the line. He got cleaned after that throw and drew the instant flag. Roughing the passer on that last play, and that's always going to lead to an automatic 1st down.
70 Timberwolves.
They'll run here following the penalty. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Let's go.
Looking in the air here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Target that time, Jaden Reed. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Well, Brock, this substantial deficit sure hasn't toned the edge that this defense is playing with, huh? If anything, feels like they might be getting more aggressive, looking to make some sort of impact play.
And that's because turnovers are really the name of the game for this defense at this point, Kate. That aggressiveness still super welcome, no question. But they know it's not just incompletions, it's taking the ball away that's next. You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, you can make a play in the open field. Keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow. What a season this guy's having. Yet to miss on a field goal this entire year, and I really hope I didn't just jinx him.
Starting from the 5. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out.
Come on.
Working on 1st down. Kmet's got it, left side. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd
and manageable. He's throwing. Finds a seam down the middle. He's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's going to give the Commanders a 1st down. Offense to the line fast.
Striker, 3-3. Ready?
Trying to throw this from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. So it's 2nd down coming up. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact.
And he goes. The Panthers got him. And this defense going to try to hang on to that momentum, Brock, as they go for another stop on 3rd down.
Let's go now. 33.
Back to throw. This is a heater going deep. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. And the Panthers will get it back with some time to work with. We reached the 2-minute warning. So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. They'll throw to start the drive. Brought in right side by McMillan. On the move, past the 40. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's going to bring up a Carolina 1st down.
Let's go now.
On the give, it's Brooks. This is ahead for about 5. Tackle made by Cameron Curl.
Some really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient. He was explosive. He got a nice little gain on the ground.
Completes it to his running back. Here's Jonathan Brooks. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I just don't know how you play defense, Kate, and some of the guys in the league today. How can you balance defending somebody who can run for it or throw it right over your head? These dual threat QBs, they're a nightmare.
18, Rattler, Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Working inside the red zone. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Xavierly gets with the touchdown. His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. Well, you can't do that. Got to avoid hitting the kicker. And because of that, the kickoff will be coming from midfield. Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line.
Here we go.
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And this is going to be a pick six. He's in for the Carolina touchdown. Rookie quarterback Brock threw it away their last drive. It seemed like he might have been trying to do too much to make up for that mistake, and instead things snowballed.
Yeah, these are the valuable lessons you have to learn from. You cannot be a mistake repeater. But being a rookie quarterback at App State, he threw 28 of them his rookie year. Sometimes you just learn on the job, but you cannot repeat those kind of mistakes.
Here comes Williams on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. Only 17 seconds left for him as they begin this drive.
Ready.
Back to the air following that pick six. They connect on the deep shot. And he's going to be brought down in enemy territory now at the 46. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. So the big play gets them just beyond midfield. It's first down.
46-yard line.
Back now, pressure coming. He almost threw another one. Back-to-back throws now that should have been picked off, partner, as he continues making risky decisions with the football.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
All right, still 10 to go here after they almost had an interception on first down.
Here we go. Set, cut.
They'll throw on 2nd and 10. And this falls incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining. Looking for his wide receiver there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Here's the final play of our first half.
Set, cut. Set.
Throwing here just before halftime. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Trayvon Merrick has it. And the Panthers watch as the return goes out of bounds, bringing us to the end of our first half. Shades of the 2009 Super Bowl. They're going onside kick to begin the second half. And the Panthers secure that kick. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
Each of these guys on this hands team, well, they're hand-picked, no pun intended, for the assignment. And they need the guys out there who can always be relied on to go bring in that onside kick without incident.
On first down, here comes Brooks. And he takes it down to the 33. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know you can set the table for more.
First down now, ball at the 33.
Come on. Ready.
Brooks on the counter. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Second down, another run by Brooks. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. So they catch the illegal block in the back, Brock, and that's rare that we see the clipping call. It's a dangerous play. It's rightfully going to back up this offense. All right, here we go. Second down.
Here we go. Go.
Running it after the penalty. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that's good for a Panthers first.
It's
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short third down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
Hands off here for Brooks. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, they got a tackle behind the line, but a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Let's go.
Running the toss here to Brooks. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Just a couple on the pickup there, so back-to-back runs leave him with a 3rd and 8.
3rd and 8.
Let's go. Take off.
Setting him on the dive. Shut down after a gain of about a yard. That's going to bring up 4th down.
This is why it's so important not to overcommit to the team's lead runner. It went to a secondary ball carrier, and they cut him down for a big red zone stop.
Fitzgerald sends this through. And they didn't even need those points when you look at how impressive that lead is.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. Here comes Williams on the return. Big shot at the end of that run back as he gets it just past the 20. All right, going empty as they come to the line. It's 1st and 10.
Ready?
Airing it out to start this drive. Fires right away, but incomplete. This one misses the tight end. So that brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Hut.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's good for a Washington 1st down.
13 yards.
All set to go now from the 35.
1st down.
Still sticking with the passing game. That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
Here we go. Set. Hut.
They'll go play action. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Set. Hut. Claws. 60 red. 60.
3rd and long for him here. Lobs this deep down the middle. And they pick him off again! Trayvon Merrick has it. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
Well, they went 3 yards the wrong way to start this drive out. Here's 2nd and 13. Running once more with Brooks. And this is a tough one. Met back at his own 2-yard line for the loss.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a 3rd run after back-to-back negative losses.
Looking at a tough spot to punt it away if this 3rd down is unsuccessful.
Dragon 60. Bronco.
From his end zone, 3rd and long. He slides to a stop after a great run, but still not quite enough for that 1st down. Well, 3rd and 15. You don't see many of those picked up, partner, but they found a way.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
A shotgun handoff to Brooks. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. So that penalty declines. They're happy enough stuffing that last play at the line for no gain.
On the ready.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Cowboy 80. Set up.
Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's their football, and with that type of lead we've got on the scoreboard, this game pretty close to over. First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
Shot, go.
Straight ahead, here's Brooks. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Buying some time right. And this is going to be incomplete. Great-looking catch, but he lost track of that sideline and went out of bounds. We've got 4th down. Panthers getting everyone set for the punt. He bunted 3 times in the win last week, and this one is away. Ball taken in at the 36. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10.
Ready, ready. Yellow, 22. Cut, cut.
Back to work after throwing the pick. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop it. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
Ready. Ready.
1st and 10, looking to throw. He's got more once again. And he takes it across midfield and into Panthers territory.
Right.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They are throwing it again. Fits it through the middle. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it 1st and goal from the 8. Moving quickly, trying to get set. From the red zone now. And he scores. It's a Washington touchdown. The Commanders putting up points in a game decided. Quite the strike to his tight end, and the patience he showed waiting for that to break open. That was awesome, and it's rewarded with 6.
You know, it should be simple, Kate, right? In philosophy, it should be simple. Just pasture that big guy. Throw bodies at him in coverage, but stopping a tight end near the end zone is anything but simple with how deceptively good they are as route runners and finding that football when it arrives.
And the Panthers secure that kick. And he's able to get this down to the 36. Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock.
Yeah, it's called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point in the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it, even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week and find a way to flush this, because it's just not been their kind of game.
They get an even 10 on that play. And that's going to bring up the Carolina 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Ready? Nice. Ready, right?
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And no question he won that exchange, Brock. He hits for 8 on first down.
Even if it doesn't get the first down, you can't be mad about that play offensively. The sweep was executed really well. They won the race to the edge and then netted a solid gain.
Cowboy. Ready?
Now an inside handoff to Brooks. Pick up a 5 on that play. That's good for a Panthers first.
Looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
First down, and they go right back to it. He's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be second down.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
Now, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Ready?
Here's Hubbard on the give. Caught behind the line here on 2nd down, which is only going to make things tougher for this third down coming up. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. We've reached the 2-minute warning from Charlotte. Panthers about to move to 12-0 on the season. On comes Ryan Fitzgerald and the Panthers field goal team here on 4th down. This from 35 yards away. Fitzgerald sends this through. And a fairly insurmountable lead grows by 3 more.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he's out a little short of the 30.
The Commanders take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Let's go.
They're going to throw here to begin the drive. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And it sets up 2nd down.
Come on, set.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And the Panthers are just too much here. They're going to take him down. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
A loss of 9 yards. And it's 3rd down.
6:45. What? Set.
He'll look to throw. Oh, no, they get him yet again. J.C. Horn to pick it off.
That throw has got to be the last we've seen of him this contest. I'm just not sure how they leave him in when the defense is clearly all over whatever he's trying to throw. The amount of frustration he is feeling is only going to lead to additional miscues. Please, for the love of God, take this man out.
Lining up to take a knee on 2nd down.
60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
We'll draw it up for him. Setting up for the kneel down on 3rd.
60 Bison. 19 Tiger.
Caught him across the line early there. That's an easy call for our officials. Not sure why they'd want to keep a rush for no gain, but that's what we just saw, Brock. They've declined the penalty.
You know, Kate, there's times as a parent, right, you want to teach your kids some tough lessons, but I don't think I've ever seen that on a professional football field.
So the Panthers guard the vault and get the win at home. And yet another challenger is vanquished as they continue to carry this undefeated season in November. So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Panthers are winners as we say so long from Charlotte.